Oh, here we go. Good morning, YouTube. So this is Michelle362. I just want to say I did stumble across something, uh, during my, rolls for the draw on the Celestial Echo. Um, so anyways, I did the Celestial Echo draw. As you can tell, it reset it back to 145 draws. But yesterday, I guess it was luck's on my side. What do I mean by that? I stumbled on a harmonic core that dropped. As you can tell, my weapon is a bit different because this is the sword I wanted for the harmonic core. And the fun thing is that now that I have this weapon, I can proceed to my utmost desires. So I ended up getting the silent voice cloud splitter, which I actually happen to like. I think it's sexy as all you can get out. So right now, I temporarily have it as a default, but I will be working on this weapon um a little bit at a time at this point. I didn't spend a lot of Celestial Echo for the draw. I didn't even spend anything at all. So how I lucked out on this is that yours truly basically was doing a luck of a draw, and I stumbled across a harmonic core. So with all that being said, I was like, okay, so what do I want to get? So I decided to go with the silent voice, um, because that was my goal, to get this weapon. And I actually am happy because I use the bamboo cut abilities and I also use the strategic sword. But I wanted to make my character kind of different and stand out. And I'm grateful I got this. And I didn't even have to spend like $100 on it. I actually was able to roll for it with whatever I had of the Celestial Echoes I had saved up or used, and I had gotten it. Um, a lot of people would actually draw for this weapon would spend about anywhere from, I want to say, $200 to $400, depends on how their luck is drawing a celestial or a harmonic core to a celestial echo. Now, again, like I said, this is just sheer luck on my side, and I'm really grateful for it. uh, as you can tell, yeah, it. I mean, like the other stuff, like the feather grace, I actually rolled on my own. But and I actually like this setup. I like the setup very much. I know I got the cat ears on my character, but that's just kind of like how I make myself look like kind of a. I don't want to say like an Inuyasha character, but I want to give my character kind of like that little twist, and I'm really grateful for it. So I know I've seen like major YouTubers, like other content creators forewarns me, and me being one of the content creators, um, some of us luck out and others have to draw numerous times, and it is interesting how I got mine. It only took me about 50, I want to say 30, well 10, I want to say it took me about, I think, 12 draws to get the harmonic core, but either way, I'm just excited. I'm still happy, that I got this piece, and being part of the incentive creator program for Wins Meet. This is like one of those things. Like it's a very very rare opportunity for me to do stuff like this. It really is, and I'm gonna try to finish the other things I want to do for the roll of Feather Grace, but I already have what I need, so I mean, I could get the white hair and the other special effects and stuff, but I think it's kind of cool. I love this outfit a lot, and my goal was when I was going to play this game, I was going to make my character in a specific way, and I found it. I found the specific way I'm building her, and I don't think at this point I'm going to change her. To be quite fair and honest, it's not like I do this for he has, but um, it is something I enjoy doing, and I just happen to like what I do. So, as you can tell on my screen, so I got my little, as you can tell, yes, my mount, and I got the harmonic core from the Nine Mortal Ways. It's not the real harmonic core; it's the one that you can get as a scenario. So I'm cool. I like it, and I really can't go wrong with it. So again, like I do like playing this game a lot. I think this is a little bit more better than Elden Ring. I think it's better than. I mean, maybe as a Souls fan, I ain't gonna lie. I think I like this better than even Dark Souls. And I mean, you can't go wrong, you know. But I already completed my daily task. I decided to go on one of these. I guess these like I don't. I usually go on these boats, like or not. I shouldn't say boats, but they're ships. But I usually just collect the rewards. I try to stay humble in the process of doing what I do. I don't. I don't like to buy a ship that's like $40,000. I mean, that's something like I draw the line to that. But if I ever did, I think that'd be like a way, way future thing. I don't, like again, I don't believe in drawing that, much attention. But I've also noticed that people that buy these big ships, generally, what happens is it's like a novelty. It'll wear off. Um, I know, it's like some people might disagree with me about it, but having a big ship means you're overcompensating. Like anything for me, it's like anything big and spending $40,000 on a ship. You're basically compensating for something that I guess what I'm saying is whatever you are missing in your life, you're overcompensating for something. And usually buying something $40,000 is a bit much. It's I know there's people on their own worlds that play the game that actually make their own boats, and I kid you not, there's somebody who does, and I've actually was pretty impressed with it. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't need to have a very big, you don't have to have an expensive, extravagant thing. I mean, yeah, okay, it's cool that, you're showing it off as, like, your, a status symbol, but at the same time, like, for me, to be honest, I could do it myself. Like, I can actually get the boat, but I don't want to spend that money. I'm not going to do it because I have other things I have to think about, and I just only buy, for me, it's like I only want to buy the outfits, and again, my whole goal was to get this sword that I got from the harmonic core. So kudos to those who want to spend $40,000 on a ship. I'm just curious to see what the new March update is. I heard there's been some talk that we're going to be getting a form of, I guess you want to say vehicles, but what I'm kind of curious about, what I really want to see, if it's possible that we get like a nice, like, for me, I would like a nice little cute riverboat. Like one that is not overly big like this, because I think that, again, I think that getting the blueprints in exchange for harmonic cores, to me that's kind of not what I would do. And there's a new ship, boat, or a new ship coming out. It's an updated version of this, which is going to cost you about $70,000, roughly about $100,000. It's all gold, and you do get like some kind of lion mount or lion pet or whatever it is. Again, I get it's like free to play, but you need to make the money somewhere elsewhere. I think like having the ship is kind of cool, but after a while, like when you see it more often or you don't even see it anymore, it becomes a thing where you can tell people get bored when they have something like this big. You know? Like what I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to hate on somebody who has it, but I'm trying to say that, again, you're just overcompensating for something that it's just it's a game boat, but it's an overcompensation. So again, I wanted to bring that up really quick, but it's nice to have this the sword here I have. Again, it's the I keep going back through it, but it is the silent voice, which, again, I love this weapon, and this is the only thing I want. I mean, I know people are going to say, oh, get the ship, but no, I'm waiting for something better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spend $40,000 on something I don't need. It's basically what I'm saying. But something like this, I do need. So, that alone, like I said, I didn't have to spend hundreds of dollars just to get a harmonic core. You know what I mean? I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars for an outfit in the shop for whatever else. You know, like, I just want to be... I'm just trying to be as humble as possible in the game, because I don't want to be that person that has to buy something overly expensive for the sake that, you know, I don't want... Because it's a tall tale sign, like, you're overcompensating again. And I feel that doing this, just getting that one weapon from, like, the free Celestial Echoes that I get during the Battle Pass, and, you know, just doing, like, the Samurai, the little showdowns they have, the little duels that they have in the map. There are other ways around it to... You have to excuse me. Well, kind of waking up still. But there are other ways around it where you don't need to spend a lot of money just to roll for something that can eventually drop for you. What I'm trying to say is, when you roll in one's meat, and if you get enough Celestial Echoes, just be patient, gather it up, and roll for it. I mean, I just did that way, and it was just, you know, patience and waiting. Yeah, okay, it took me until, like, you know, till yesterday to get it, but, you know, at least I was patient enough, and I just ran with what I had prior. You know, I mean, there's nothing else I can really say about it, but there's a lot of ways you can actually get stuff for free without paying a butt ton of money, is what I'm also saying. But, anyways, I am gonna get going. I know today's my birthday, and I have some stuff to do. But I just, again, it's just something I wanted to put out there. And, you know I'm gonna rub people the wrong way by saying what I said today, but it's truth. You don't have to spend a butt ton of money to get what you really need. Hold on to those Celestial Echoes. You know, don't, what I'm trying to say is, don't waste them off. Don't roll for one thing and then have to wait, you know, some odd time. The trick to getting them is just do the showdowns, and then you go into the actual store where you can buy them. So if you go into the shop, you can go all the way to items, which is over here, And that's not bad for 200 Echo Jades, because every Sunday they it restocks. So when you have 200 Echo Jades, you could put it towards it. And if you keep doing that and you accumulate it, you'll be able to get what you want out of it. I know people would rather just be in a hurry to buy what they want. But I'm just saying, if you have the time and you got the patience, it'll work out in the end. And that's all you need to do, you know? So, yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say about it. And, again, just be patient and just roll what you want. Though my next time around, I'm just going to put Echo Jades towards my... if I decide to get something else, I can only spend, I wouldn't say spend, but I would say I'd save up all my Echo Jades in the in-game currency. And then when I have enough again, I will be able to buy more. So, hopefully I can get another harmonic core. I'm not doing it to be a flex or anything, but just being humble. I play humbly, and that's all I gotta say. But either way, again, just have patience to save it, and you will get far. And you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars of Echo Jades. If you like this content, please leave a like and a subscribe. It won't cost you a thing. And I will be again posting another video up on YouTube. Eventually more when the other stuff come out, and I'll explain, and I'll give you my take on the new update come by March and the new vehicle. So, one thing I am going to address real quick. The mount I found very interesting is the leopard. So, and then the other thing I also want to say, the leopard's a bit hard to control. So, yeah, in small town areas, but you can actually you have more freedom out in the open field to run with the leopard. Well, if you have a mount part for it, that's cool. If not, it's easier. I don't know. I think having the stuff with the leopard and stuff like that is pretty cool. And the other feature, real quick, they added was the spotlight. This is kind of basically your camera. So you can actually just take a photo. You can do a normal photo, or you can even do a video. So if I hit this, I can actually hit a record video for the moment. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you hit this, that's a recording. That's your start. Right. So you have other options, but again, you can also take photos of different people, everybody in the game, and you can also save it as well. So if you ever want to post something up kind of cool, you can do that. So again, it's it's fun. It really is, and you have all the stuff here. You could options, of publishing, what have you. See, I don't do a lot of the publishing. I did some where I did what was it? I've done the headlines and stuff like that. I don't really do much anymore with the activities in general, but I still can have a little fun. Anywho, enough of me rambling. I'm gonna get going, and I'm gonna say happy February, and I will post up another one soon. Okay, Bye.